everybody. Game of the week, we have the boys matchup now between the Happy Valley Warriors and the Hampton Bulldogs, and the Hampton Bulldogs are not messing around. Wow. Davenport, Jace, puts another 2 up. And just like that, the Bulldogs have extended the lead, 16-point lead, 18-2. And in the building right now, here in the second quarter, we have once again my man, Lee Williams, other known as the Network King. Lee, welcome.
Glad to be here. Thank you for glad to see everybody out today, man. It's a great game, great entertainment here. I know you guys are working hard as usual, so always great to be here, brother.
All right. And we'll see if we can put the scoreboard back up, if Tony is able to get the scoreboard. We have it up. I just can't see it. I got bad eyes. 18-2. I was looking on the little bitty screen there. Anyway, 18-2. Bulldogs in control. Nichols now for the Warriors, bringing the ball up. And Lee, not a bad start for the Warriors here in the beginning of the first quarter, but the Bulldogs, as you can see, they don't hold back. Full of energy. They work the ball. They not mess around. They're able to get that ball up and down the court. And they don't mess around. And it's been looking like this ever since after about the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, the guys got to calm down. I'm seeing a lot of lazy passes. I'm seeing not hustling to get back on defense, just reaching their hand out, not really going for the ball. So it's, as they say, lackadaisical effort. So that's something they got to work on and adjust. They got to calm down. Now they just got to scratch their way to get back into this game if they want to get back into it and try to get a chance to make this a ball game.
And I do agree. And Coach Shane Williams has already in the first quarter called 2 timeouts to let you know how he wanted his team to be able to calm down. 20-2 does not look good when you're in the second quarter the first quarter, and you still got 2 minutes left. So somehow they're going to have to get the message, because I'm telling you, the Bulldogs, they didn't come to play.
They're definitely asleep right now. So it's a matter of wake up and a wake-up call. Coach Shane Williams, he's awake. He's trying to coach them and trying to get them to move and fire up. But the guys are just playing like they're not responding, and they're not helping each other. If they work the way to help each other and find the open passes, look on the backside here. You got a lot of opens that are long here. Instead of dribbling the ball so much, it's got to be pass the ball and move the ball. They're just looking their head down, and they're playing to the way the Bulldogs want them to play. If the Bulldogs keep controlling this game, they're controlling it on defense and offense.
And to your point, you just saw that wild shot taken by Austin Nichols there, a little bit out of control. So like you said, they got to slow things down, calm down, and not play into the Bulldogs game, just like you said. Well, the Bulldogs now back in control with the ball. Big man finds another big man, and he gets the tip. Oh, almost got it in. 23 for the Bulldogs. All right, that's Bryce Fagan's first foul. Bryce Fagan, by the way, is leading scorer for the Bulldogs. Hampton pushing the ball quickly down, but I thought it got out of bounds, but they were able to rescue it. Good ball movement as they kick it outside, and there goes a long three. They launch it, and it gets loose, and ball gets knocked out of bounds. Warriors ball. As you can see, Lee, the press is giving the Warriors trouble.
Yeah, it's giving them trouble because they won't rotate the ball quick enough. If you can rotate the ball back, make quick passes, the passes will get there. They're taking that dribble and creating traps. You never get yourself caught up between that half court and the out of bounds. That's just a bad place to be. They got to move the ball better in order to score baskets.
Nichols there with the missed shot. Bulldogs get the rebound, quickly push the ball, and they go for a nice three right there. Swish, nothing but net. Ezra Holly with his first three of the night. 23 seconds left. Warriors, no need to rush. Just look to maybe try to take the last shot at least. Don't give the Bulldogs another opportunity. 15 seconds still ticking. Warriors still have time to get the last shot off, but they better hurry now. Nichols decides to take it up, but missed. He gets a foul. 2.1 seconds. That's going to put Nichols on the line. They're down 25-2. Lily, we're going to see how well they handle the free throw line.
Tell you what, free throws is going to make some work happen if he can sink the free throws. That's definitely going to be not the first one. So hopefully he can get this second one in, because if they can get to the free throw line and score these baskets on free throws, that will help close this lead down some. So that's something they're going to need definitely indeed on this part here.
And to your point, when you're down this bad, you have to take advantage of every opportunity, and free throws is one way to do it, where Nichols just missed both just before the half. 25-2. The Warriors are down big time lead for the Bulldogs. Hey, this is Chris Reddick alongside with Lee Williams and Network King. You're watching the VP Playback Sports Carter County Game of the Week. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the VP Playback Sports Carter County Game of the Week. This is Chris Reddick alongside with Lee Williams. You may know him as the Network King, and Lee Bulldogs giving the Happy Valley Warriors trouble. What do you think was said as that three was made there by the Bulldogs? What do you think Coach Williams may have kind of advice he gave to him after the first quarter?
Well, it looks like he's telling them to talk on defense, to move. He's going into that zone defense that he's running. So that's something that they got to work on and see on that part there, if they can keep moving and keep working, man. It's just going to take a little time, see what they can do.
And as they're trying to see what they can do, Bulldogs get the steal, but the follow-up doesn't happen as the ball just sails right over the rim. R.T. Bond not keeping his head up. As you notice that, when he decided to throw, he was a little bit late, but I know exactly what you're talking about. But he was worried with his head down, seeing if he could maneuver. But sometimes that's one of the key points of when you have the ball, is to have that peripheral vision to be able to see the whole court.
You know, I see a lot of young players do that, where they just look down to start dribbling first, and they don't grab the ball and look up the floor first. Because if you look up and kick a pass up, lead it to the next man, lead it to over there, you got so many open opportunities instead of trying to force a shot. But they want to take that dribble instead of looking up the floor and make that pass first.
And that's one thing the Bulldogs did early in order to increase this lead, is ball movement. Yep. One thing I know, old coaches used to tell me, the ball moves much faster than you.
Yes, indeed. The ball does move much faster than you do, and that's what a lot of them don't realize. If you can move the ball and swing it and keep going, somebody's going to get open, and you make the defense have to respond and react. And when they respond and react and you got them moving, now you got opportunity there to do more things with it.
Shot taken by the Warriors. Foul. That's going to send Zach Rose to the line. Once again, Lily, they have another opportunity to take advantage of a free throw. As he takes his first shot, he makes it. 3 points on the board. Every little point counts. And like I said, when you have an opportunity to get a free shot, you got to make sure you make it, especially when you play a tough team like the Bulldogs. And the second shot made. Puts 4 points on the board for the Warriors, as the Warriors now try to slow the Bulldogs down, but the Bulldogs able to keep that ball moving quick and finding men open like right there.
Ball moving again. You see it. They're showing that ball moving the ball, not taking that dribble, but moving the ball.
Jackson Smith for 2. Good defense by the Bulldogs as they keep the ball moving and go up and in for 2. Logan Lunsford. One thing I'm seeing with the Bulldogs, they're spreading the love with points. Just about everybody that started has been interested in the game, has scored. As a nice layup there by Rose. Rose leading the Warriors with 4 points as the score is now 32-6. And as I speak, the Bulldogs quickly get the ball down the court and make another 2.
They started out when they started this second period out, they were talking on defense. They have quit talking. Now they got to get back to talking again. You can't stop what you start on that part. The talking on defense helps because you allow to tell your teammates move, watch the cut, watch the other person. Somebody's got to be out there to be a coach on the floor.
Well, speaking of the coach on the floor, one of the guys missing that helps keep this team under control is Lane Parker. You said you just took a peek over on the bench. We know that his older brother, Ron Paul Parker, is out with an injury, and you said that you saw Lane right beside him.
If I'm correct, that was a lane I thought I saw right beside him, and neither one of them are just out. As you know, Ron Paul's injured. But it is something that they need, that they need players who those leaders. When you lose those leaders, somebody's got to step up, or it's got to be a couple of different members of the team to step up.
Now, unfortunately, as Tittle just missed his first free throw, the Warriors, which you're not able to control this, injuries, some players leaving, some players not even returning from last year that had an opportunity. About half the team is not present on this year's 24-25 team, which has played a big effect on the Warriors. So we're going to see how some of these younger guys, as they're getting that opportunity, as you can see, one of the JV guys that played in the JV game just entered the game, number 34. That's Mason Norman getting an opportunity to be able to help his team. So you don't like to see this really happen when you're short players, but it does, if you look in the good aspect, give those younger players an opportunity to get experience.
Oh, yeah, it'd be a great chance for them to get some experience. Players just have to work through it. So now it's a matter of execute your plays. If you can execute and work hard on defense, execute those things, and just make that work and fight to make the game look decent.
Jumper taken by the Bulldogs, miss, rebound Warriors. As they keep the head open, there he is, wide open shot, and missed the 3, not a bad take. But the follow-up didn't happen. Bulldogs quickly get the ball down the court, and a lot of the points the Bulldogs have made was from layups. Jace Davenport, lead scorer for the Bulldogs, he averages 14.8. I'm already counting at about 8 points now, so he's already halfway there. I may be shy a point or two. .408 left before the half, 36-7.
He called a foul on RT on that one, I'm assuming.
I actually had my head down, so I didn't know if you see that. But
he called a foul on RT on that one whenever he failed. I guess he said he pushed him after he shot the ball, and they got the ball on that part. So they gave RT that foul on that one.
Under 4 minutes, Bulldogs, comfortable lead, 36-7. Wide open for the 3. Pump fakes it. Passes it off. Jump shot made. Turbofield. Turbofield has been lighting it up for the Bulldogs. Nichols now with the ball, passes it off to RT. RT looks to make a move, goes inside, decides to make a move, and called with the charge. Warrior fans can't believe it. They're shocked. That's going to be RT's second foul. RT Bond is one of the players that Coach Williams definitely needs as he stepped his game up here in the last few games. He's been averaging between 13, 14 points. So being in foul trouble is not to the Warriors' advantage at this time. 3, missed. And they're going to charge that on Hampton. Bryce Fegan charged with the foul.
And I got to correct myself. That was not that person they called, that was not a foul on RT, but he did say something. He did an upward motion. I thought it was a foul, but he did give Hampton the ball on that one. But it was not a foul. They're giving the first foul on that charge to him on that part.
Okay, so RT just has 1. That's good. As RT takes a bucket, 2. RT Bond beginning to warm up. I believe that's RT Bond's first 2. 9 points for the Warriors. Still down 38-9. Nichols with the rebound. As it looks like he's going to push it and maybe take it all the way. And he decides to do it, but the ball gets loose. Goes out of bounds. Warriors able to keep the ball. And that's one thing about Nichols there, Lily, is he is not afraid to go ahead and try to make something happen, which I don't blame him. You know, when you're down 38-9, you got to be creative in some kind of manner. So he wasn't afraid to take it in to try to get 2 as he was able to at least draw the foul.
Ooh, it's tough. It's a tough one tonight, man. They losing the ball. I mean, just turnovers is not going to help them with easy turnovers like that. Dribbling the ball out, losing the ball. That's where players just got to work on their game in their spare time.
Speaking of turnovers, that was something that happened earlier. The game that you weren't able to see when the girls played, that was one of the problems. Coach was concerned about it. Coach Hill was concerned going into that game about turnovers, and there were a lot of turnovers that were also made by the girls. So hopefully the boys can control that as RT Bond takes a jumper and it's good. Swish from 22, RT Bond. Beginning to heat up with 4 points for the Warriors. Under 2 minutes, 38-11. Bulldogs. Good ball movement, jumper, good. Bryce Fagan with 2 for the Hampton Bulldogs. RT Bond not afraid to let it go. Nichols with the rebound and the putback, but missed.
Yeah, they missed the ball. He's definitely got to keep doing the stuff, putting it together, fighting for the rebounds, go after the rebounds, and get those rebounds as well. So they got to do those things to keep them up and keep them going. So they got to keep working on those things also with that.
That's Mason's Norman first foul. Team second.
They've got to get their heads up right now, so they got to keep working on what they're going to do with their game. They got to get their heads up and just play through it. If they can play through it, they can work better on getting with the game on that part with it.
RT Bond with the rebound after a missed 3 by the Bulldogs. He's looking to play off the pick of Nichols. Does it work? Missed the shot. Rebound. Bulldogs as they quickly push the ball up and all the way, but gets ripped by Nichols. Nichols, he may do the same thing and take it all the way. He drops, and pops, missed the 2 as we're under 1 minute.
They're getting a little bit physical now with the game as well, so you see some pushing going on. The refs are going to end up calling some of that pushing with it because you are seeing that happen as well in the process of there too.
Clock continues to tick. Bulldogs not in any hurry as they have a lead 40-11. Penetrating inside and called with the – did they call him with the charge? I believe they did. That's Jaden Nave. Oh, excuse me, Turberfield. All right, 30 seconds to go. Nichols makes a move inside, goes up, and just over the rim, under 20. Bulldogs may take the last shot.
He's working it up. Nice pass inside. They are getting the ball movement in, so they'll definitely get the ball movement in. Good assist by number 5 over the 20-23, so that's a good assist on that move on there for him.
As Bryce Fagan looking to capitalize on a three-point play. He's to the line with just 12.3 seconds left before the half. Entry into the game for the Bulldogs, number 20, Jackson Smith. And Bryce completes the three-point play. .3 seconds left. Let's see what the Warriors are going to do on the last shot before the half. And unforced turnover as they just throw the ball away with 6.7 seconds left. Coach Williams, coaching from the sideline, coaching them up.
Trying to keep them moved, keep the guys motivated in what they're doing on that part. I'm telling you, and if you look at it, Hampton is not letting off the gas. They are staying busy and keep moving with the flow of the game. I'll tell you what, Happy Valley is going to have to go into the locker room and figure something out and really have a long talk to work on their game and making themselves better and getting into it on that part with it.
Well, Bulldogs have a 43-11 lead. We had some outstanding play there in the first half. Some of the leaders, like I said, they kind of shared the wealth all around. Davenport looks to have 8+ points. Bryson Fegan looks to be over 5. And as we're talking, Lily's pointing out to see if that's laying in the boot right there. So, because Ron already walked. So it looks like both of the Parker boys are out, which they're needed definitely at this time. But still a lot of basketball to go for the rest of the year. But Ron Paul, I believe, is out for the rest of the year. But hopefully they can get his brother Lane back. I tell you what, we're going to take a break. It's halftime. The score is 43-11. The Hampton Bulldogs have the lead. We'll be right back with more of the VP Playback Sports Carter County Game of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. All right, welcome back to the VP Playback Sports Carter County Game of the Week. This is Chris Reddick, and we're presenting to you the Happy Valley Warriors as they host the Hampton Bulldogs. The Hampton Bulldogs have a comfortable lead, and it looks like they're up 43-11. And right beside me, I got Lee Williams, the Network King. And Lee, we've had a great dinner to this point. We have been enjoying some of this Pizza Inn pizza. And by the way, we're looking to call out the Pizza Inn player of the game, so that's going to be coming up a little bit later. But we've enjoyed the XL pizza, the XL pepperoni pizza, which, by the way, Eric told me this price, and I was like, are you kidding me? How are you going to be able to make enough pizza? He said, man, they've been selling like crazy. The XL pizza, I mean, that's the extra large pizza, is, check this out, the pepperoni, $10.
Wow, that's a huge deal. Pepperoni pizza, $10. You better get hold of it and get to it quick. Get to it today.
Speaking of today, as we move into tonight, this is a great time as you're watching the game of the week to be able to order that pizza and have it for dinner or maybe a late night snack. All right, speaking of pizza, we've enjoyed the extra large pizza. We also had, Lily, the specialty pizza, which is right below me, but we won't pull that out now because it's dessert time. But by the way, if you want to order a specialty pizza, which we were able to enjoy a few of those slices, it's on sale for $11.99. Another great deal. Probably these are the best deals in town when it comes to pizza. And, of course, if you got plenty of time, you can always enjoy as much pizza as you want because they have the buffet that goes on all day. So a lot of different ways you can take advantage of pizza, and they also have breakfast pizzas in the morning. You can start your day off with it, enjoy it for lunch at the buffet, and then get that XL for night. So anyway, speaking of pizza, one of the things people love on the buffet, and they also sell, is the – oh, yeah, you can hold it up. It is the dessert pizza. Now, Eric, he likes to surprise me, so I told him, like, just surprise me. I don't know what we got. Or, I said, I don't know really what I want. It's all good. Just surprise me. So, Lee, let's go ahead and open the box, see what we have for tonight's dessert pizza. Oh, boy, that's the cinnamon. That is the – oh, look, Tony's already jumping in. He is not even hesitating. That is the cinnamon roll pizza right there. And look at that right there, Lee. If you want to, you can jump in there and get you a slice there. I don't know if you've already had dinner, but you can go ahead and get you a little dessert if you want to.
I'm going to grab a little corner. I'm going to grab a little corner of a piece and try. I'm going to just go right here. We can go right here.
We heard this last week. Talking about I'm just going to grab. He said he's just going to grab a little corner, and he grabbed like 2 or 3 corners. I think it was plural to the corners. He got all 4 corners, but my goodness.
That is good.
Lily and Tony had to speak for me because I'm not able to add any sweets yet on what I'm doing. Next week's my birthday, though, so maybe Eric can send me a birthday pizza. And thumbs up for Tony. Tony says thumbs up, so we got 2 thumbs up, so I'm going to trust him, and I can smell it right now. It's very tempting. As they can see it right there, it's very tempting. I would love – I'm just gonna take in the smell. I've heard, it's been told that you can take in calories by smelling the aroma of food, so maybe I took in 2 or 3 calories there. But good stuff right there. But Lily, we want to chat with you for just a minute because we're getting ready to start the second half as Hampton has a comfortable lead. Once again, let us know the latest and greatest of what's going on in the Network Kings world. As I don't know if he took another corner there, but as he's chomping that up, we're going to let him break down to you. He's got about a minute before we go back to the game.
Well, we just staying busy, working as we normally do, doing the automotive sales. Just come see me and you're looking to buy a car, contact me on that part there. I'm at the Johnson City Honda dealership doing that part. We have a Network King travel agency. We're doing some bookings and stuff like that. And we're gearing up for that big cruise where you'll be performing, actually. Doing songs, and I'll be performing, doing some stuff on that part. So we look forward to getting people on that. Right now we've got 24 cabins booked. Going with our group, we're going to do a public throwback show, throwback party, a day cruise throwback party as well that people get to come and check out and be a part of that. And we're doing a private group comedy show as well. And we just got more news that just keeps announcing and coming up. I'll be performing, you'll be performing. Jason Maples and Otis, ventriloquists, they'll be performing as well. And then we also got Eddie Nightstick Brown, Eddie McCoy, who's going to be there performing as well. So we're going to have a great time with that on that part. A lot of fun. And that's what's going on in our world, just gearing up with other things on that part.
And speaking of a great time, it's going to be an incredible great time because it's the Network Kings 5th, should I say the number?
You can
50th birthday. I know he doesn't look the age, but it's his 50th birthday, and I even hear his pops is coming along with him.
Yeah, Dad is coming along for his first time cruising. My dad and my brother are coming along. Actually, and both of my brothers are coming. So, which is going to be good, family cruise. We got friends and everybody, people coming from out of Minnesota area who are celebrating their wedding anniversary as well. From the Miami to the Bahamas is what we're doing. March 17th to the 21st. Anybody want to come on, contact me, 864-444-1693, or just contact the Network King Travel Agency, and you can get a chance to, place your booking to come on there with us on that part to have a great time. Rooms start about $520 per person. But if you're looking to go on, it's family, it's friends, networking people, all that stuff. So it's family fun entertainment. It's spring break for a lot of kids in some of the school, in some of the counties and stuff like that. And plus, if your kids are in school, here's the thing: you can actually use this trip as an educational trip as well. So the kids can get out of school and use this as an educational trip, because you are going to the Bahamas and you can get some education in Nassau and those places as well while taking this cruise.
And there you go. So remember to catch up with the Network King, and you can be on the cruise too. And speaking of cruising, we're going to talk about something when we come back as we start the second half. Hey, you're watching VP Playback Sports, Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. We'll be right back. All right, now we got to get ready to back into action. So these are, there's more likely when it's on top of the hill. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to the VP Playback Sports Carter County Game of the Week. This game is featuring the Happy Valley Warriors as they host the Hampton Bulldogs. This game is important. Why? Because this is a district game. That's right. In 2A District 1 game. So this one counts in the books. Hampton right now in the lead of the conference, and also in the lead of this game, 43-11. Beside me, I have the Network King, Lee Williams, as we're waiting to see if Hampton can find a way to score, as Nichols looks to try to make a move as he penetrates and he spins over and he finds Young, but Young just didn't see it quick enough and it goes right off of him.
You know, the problem is they keep having these turnover issues, man. They got to play smart basketball. If they don't play smart basketball, they're going to have problems where they've got to make moves and adjust that. That's going to be the key problem with that. They've got to move the basketball better and do that part there, and that's going to be the thing with that. They got to move the ball better with that part of it.
Davenport with another three. And Davenport could be looking, I'm sure he's in the double digits now for the Hampton Bulldogs, as he's been a hard one to stop. And the answer, striking right back. Grady Golds with the three. That puts 14 on the board for the Warriors. Still down a whole lot, as Hampton is not slowing down. Good ball movement there. Davenport once again with two.
They keep moving the ball. Like I said, they're making good ball movement, good basket down there, and just making good ball movement. And that's what's being effective for them. If you notice, they're not doing a lot of dribbling. They're just moving the ball.
And speaking of moving the ball, RT was moving a little too strong as he gets called with the charge, even though he had the friendly bounce in.
Yeah, that was a tough one. It looked like he had the ball released before he hit into the guy, but you know the ref's gonna call what they're gonna call on that charge call on there.
Very unfortunate for the Warriors as they look to maintain strong effort despite what the score looks like. Young looking to go up for the rebound, but Bulldogs able to get the offensive rebound and the putback. Davenport.
Yeah, they keep moving the ball and they're grabbing rebounds. They're getting second chance opportunities. I mean, you know, they're not slowing off. They're not backing off. He got a blocking call that time on that part. So RT's going to keep driving the hole. So that's what he's trying to make his opportunities create on that part there.
Well, that's one thing Coach Williams likes about RT is that he calls him a player that can be electrifying. And like I said, in the last few games, Coach Williams will be able to see that electricity be released by RT. So it's good to see RT putting those points up that's needed for the Warriors.
It's good to see him back. RT's definitely just going to have to keep stepping up and being a leader for this team. He's going to have to keep this team in it and keep them motivated and fired up, especially when you're missing your other key players like Ron Paul and Lane Paul and those guys. So Lane Parker, Ron Parker, and Lane Parker. So you definitely want to have them. He's got to keep his head up and keep moving with that.
Nice three-point play there by Davis. And we just talked about it a little bit earlier there, Lily, as far as that ball moves quicker than you. And Bulldogs doing an excellent job. It barely even touched one guy's hand. He already released. He didn't even catch. He kind of tip it off, put it in another guy's hands, and you can see Bulldogs was able to capitalize. And speaking of capitalize, Nichols just put up 2 for the Warriors.
Yeah, you can tell that, another 3 right there as well. Number 33 just dropped a 3 in. So it's like it's trading baskets right now. But, it's like you're trading the 2 for the 3 ball. And that just keeps moving.
RT able to get it as the ball gets loose on the ground. RT wanting the ball back and see if he's going to be able to take a 3, and he does, and it's good. RT bomb for a 3.
Good 3-point shot by RT. They're going to need more of those, but they got to have a stop now. They got to get some defensive stops. That's what they got to work on now, defensive stops. If they can do something to stop this right now.
Another 3 by the Bulldogs.
RT just made a 3. RT has hit another
3. RT starting to heat up, gets another 3. Bulldogs just doing an excellent job keeping that ball movement going, and Warriors just aren't able to keep up. Nice pass work.
Definitely making good ball movement and just smart ball movement and making those passes. They got to figure something out if they want to try to get back into this game at all, or at least they can make it look like a game, because they've got to keep in there. I will say Happy Valley is moving the ball a little more, just not making great passes all the time.
Very unselfish there as, once again, Jace Davenport puts in another 2. Jace leading all scorers tonight.
He's having a great game tonight. Definitely getting some great passes. As you see, they're playing team ball because they got a lot of scoring going on from different players right now. And hustling back, not hustling back. Now you got an open layup right there. So they've got to keep getting back on defense regardless of what the score is.
Chase Davenport, once again, you've heard that name a whole lot. He's crushed his average. He averages 14.8 points per game. He's working on a 20-piece.
Shane calls a timeout right now, making a substitution. His guys are just even exhausted out and just, just almost like some of them have just given up, but they got to keep their head in the game and keep playing. Just keep playing through it and keep going on that part. If they keep playing and going through it, they can just, work on the fundamentals and work on the things that make you better on this part of it in that game, on that portion.
Well, it looks like Coach Ned Smith has been very satisfied with a few of the starters there as he takes them out, puts a few other guys in.
Yeah, and they got to be a little more active on the defensive side. And they can't leave openings like that. There's another basket right there being scored, number 23.
Bryce Fagan, another one of the lead scorers for the Bulldogs, just scored. He's probably in double digits as well. Somebody's going to have to look to shoot. There's a guy open, but not underneath. I was looking more on the outside there.
Yeah, and as I'm looking at the Happy Valley players, what they're going to need to do is move the ball quicker. They take the ball, they hold it for a second, and then they make the pass. And they're looking and telegraphing passes there. You got to move that ball quick. You should be able to see the floor and move and make passes quick instead of hold it and process it and then throw it. No, it's got to be a quick move and throw. Know where your teammates are already at or where they're moving to ahead of time and just anticipate and make them work on that part. Open passes, the opportunities, they just waiting too late and telegraphing.
And to your point of too late, I always say this, Lily, when it comes to what we just witnessed there. If we as a fan see it, in other words, we say pass the ball, that's already too late.
Yes. There's another three by number 1 right there. They're just moving the ball on the Hampton end. Hampton is moving the ball, and that's what they're doing real good tonight. They've moved the ball well, and that's the thing, like you said, if we see it and you were too late, then obviously it's going to be seen by other players on the floor as well also.
So what's some of the key things a team like the Warriors can work on when it comes to vision and ball movement?
It varies as you get older. I will say that. With the younger kids, one of the things I work on with like just visualizing and moving the ball and seeing the floor, I actually the juggling scarves. Like what jugglers use, not the actual ball itself, but the juggling scarves. I start kids off of that, and I even use it with some of my middle school and high school players to just juggle 3 scarves because it makes you have to keep an eye on 3 different items going at one time, and you got to have eye-hand coordination moving as well, and it helps you in the basketball game because you got so many moving components during the game. Good shot by number 20. Number 20 scored right there on that one there. But that's some of the stuff what I use is like that technique. And just working on eye-hand coordination things on there as well, which, you can do different things. Even just having your players moving and doing passing drills with 2 or 3 players and moving the ball, just like I call it around the world. You stand one player in the center of a circle, and hey, you have 2 balls going where passing back and forth, and he's just moving around, going around like clockwise, passing the ball to every other person and catching the ball pass from somebody else because you got to keep an eye on what's going on and moving quicker as you do it. Those type of things work on your hand-eye coordination. Scored by number 20 on a three-point shot.
Jackson Fenner beginning to heat up as he got 6 points with less than a minute left in the third quarter as we just come to the conclusion. We're getting ready to come to the fourth quarter with Hampton Bulldogs with a big lead, 70-29. We'll be right back with VP Playback Sports, Carter County Game of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. And welcome back to the VP Playback Sports Carter County Game of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV. I'm Chris Ruddick alongside Lee Williams, the Network King. And Lee, we beginning to look at calling our Pizza Inn player of the game. We've got a guy in mind, but we're going to let this game go just a little bit more, just a few more minutes before we announce it. We know it's a big lead, 70-29, but we still want to give these players an opportunity. But we got a pretty good person in mind that we're trying to decide because I've been trying to keep the stats on him. He scored so much. I know he's past the 20-piece, but I think he may be working on the 30-piece. But we're not going to reveal the name right now as the Warriors are looking to keep that effort going to try to at least play hard and work on. One of the things, and I guess you as a coach, when game gets like this, you want to make sure that, like you said, work on not making mistakes, playing smart, things like that. So is that some of the things you may coach your team when you're in a situation like this?
Yes, it's a matter of working hard, play hard defense. Normally, the team that's ahead is going to pull out most of their starters. They might keep 1 or 2 in just to kind of keep a little bit of the tempo motion going through what they're trying to do. But if you're the team that's down, you just work on your defense and just keep playing hard and just work on fundamentally just making sure you do your plays right and completing your plays and going through the process with those. So if you can do those things and be effective, it still can turn into a positive for the players who normally don't get a lot of playing time, because this is a time when they may get a little more play in blowout games like this.
And we just saw Turberfield for Hampton put up 2 points. That makes it 72-29. As, like you said, I believe he still has definitely one starter in there, number 23. That's Bryce Fegan. He's keeping him in there with some of the younger guys. And, of course, Turberfield, center there, wasn't a starter but has contributed a whole lot. He's close to a 10-piece. So that's a good way when you are on the winning team to sometimes before you just let loose and let them all in, keep one or two of your starters or rotators in the game to kind of work and let them adjust to get in the groove of the game.
Yeah, just got to keep working and keep going through the groove of the game. Maybe, hopefully this can be a learning experience even for the starters on the squad. RT took a shot. That was a tough shot right there in that corner. But hopefully the guys can just continue to try to work and keep their heads up to just work through the process. And just work through, try to be effective on your other things and your fundamentals and the plays that you do. Good defensive stop there on that part.
Nichols with the steal. He looks and he loses the ball. And Bulldogs, once again, able to work that ball down the court quickly as they just missed the layup. RT Bond now gets it. And it looks like he's going to do something creative. He stop drops, takes a shot, missed. Nichols with the rebound. I got a feeling he's going to go up, and he gets fouled. Nichols, I believe that's going to send him to the line.
Yeah, it sends Nichols to the line. I tell you what, they called that blocking foul on that one. Surprised me they didn't call the blocking foul on the first one down when Nichols ran to the guy, because he was still moving, but the ref did a no call on that one. Just kind of let him play and go through it on that one there. But obviously he called it on this one and sent Nichols to the line, and hopefully he can complete these free throws.
Well, that's the thing on what you just said there when it comes to the refs. When you got a game less like this, sometimes you may kind of let one slip by, but you can't let it keep happening. You still have to take control of the game and call the fouls when they do happen.
Yeah, you still got to, call the fouls as you're going on that part there. I mean, it's – especially on those plays, because it's a teaching experience for the kids as well also. I mean, it is school ball, and it can be a good teaching experience so they can kind of get that part in to understand if they're blocking or if they're charging and stuff like that. So they need to know those types of things on that part.
I see back in the game is Chase Davenport, who's been having an outstanding game for the Bulldogs. So Coach Smith still going with that combination of one or two of his starters in the game as he brings in some of the younger guys.
Yeah, making a few changes and adjustments and stuff like that. I tell you, there's a lot of hand slapping and pushing that the refs aren't calling, which is surprising to me because, now he calls a double foul, but it's been going on the whole time. It's been going the whole time. He finally wants to call it, and I'm like, the other kid just got slapped in the face earlier on the turn. It would surprise me that he's calling a double foul because he didn't call the first one as well, but obviously at least he's bringing some attention to it.
Well, that's the thing, like we were talking about with the refs. Sometimes you want to see if you maybe, in a game like this, let one or two maybe go. But once again, like you said, it's still a teaching experience for the kids, because if that does happen, as we just witnessed, then more of it starts happening to where now he's starting to call the foul. So, like I said, refs still want to make sure they keep the game in control and not let players think they can get away with things.
Yeah, and these refs, they can help maintain how a game being played and stuff. let the kids play a little bit, but once you see pushing and slapping going on, you have to make a call to stop it. Or you pull all the players together and say, look, here's what we're not going to do tonight. We're not going to have this, not going to have that. Because when you get kids start pushing and swinging, we've seen too many fights happen in games just off of that part there. And, sometimes that leads to other stuff when you get fans coming out the stands and all that stuff too.
Nave just scored 2, and he gets the steal. Nave may be looking at a 10-piece for the game. Wide open 3, missed. Nave with the rebound, pushes it back out. 3 minutes left in this game as Nave looks to drive inside and miss the layup. Rebound by the Warriors. Some of the younger guys in for the Warriors, getting that varsity experience as we just saw a turnover happen. But that's going to happen as these guys are, like I said, getting accumulated to the varsity momentum of the game. A lot of these guys played in the JV game, so this gives them an opportunity to get that feel because the game is much faster on the varsity level.
Yeah, game is much faster, but then players got to move. You can't just stand and watch your teammate dribble the ball or make their move. You've got to move, and even if you're the player, you don't have the ball. If you move and you cut, you might get an opportunity to get a pass, a layup, or a shot. And players, young players especially, like right now, that's what they got to learn is move without the basketball.
Nave on the line for the Bulldogs. First shot up, good. Like I said, not that accurate tonight as the Bulldogs have been scoring tremendously fast, but I believe Nave, if not crossed the 10-point line, he's definitely got it right there. I got him as 10, but like I said, I may be a little bit short as the ball just bounces away. And Lily, I thought that went out of bounds.
I thought it did too. You know, you had a player not even looking at the ball, and guy just throws it. Another basket by number 5 right there as well. So another basket going down for number 5 right there on that part.
That's Kaden Davis with the bucket. If my eyes don't deceive me, that ball hit the seats and bounced back in. Did I see that correctly?
That's what it looked like from our end. I mean, maybe our eyes are playing, just could have been deceiving us on that part. I thought it hit over there, but then again, I will say this. If the ref didn't blow the whistle, it's not out of bounds. So, you know, if you get hit and the ref don't blow the whistle, it's not a foul. It's as the way the old school players play it.
Well, the players were alert to try to take advantage of the game because I've always were told, I'm sure we're told, if you don't hear the whistle blow, you keep playing. So that's what happened there. But I want to go back and look at that and see because it looked like it just bounced right back in from the seats. Okay, on the line, the Warriors. Bucket made.
Nice little cut and pass down there. He just cut right down for the layup.
Tylen Creed getting a little action. 2 points for Tylen. We're now at a minute before this game is in the books. 80-31, Hampton Bulldogs. Here's the good thing, though, Lily. The Warriors get another opportunity to make up for this game. Hampton, we know unfortunate situation that had happened in the area due to the floods, Hurricane Helene, and a lot of Carter County was torn up from that storm. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Bulldogs are playing their home games at the elementary school. So when the Happy Valley Warriors get all the opportunity, I believe we're going to go down to see if I'm going to talk to either Coach Smith or Coach Humphrey to see if they can make room for us at Hampton. But Happy Valley is going to get another opportunity to get the Bulldogs.
Well, you know, it's going to be another opportunity. Hopefully Happy Valley have their heads together to come in ready to play because I'm telling you, this is good. This is giving Hampton a chip on their shoulder to prove it, which Hampton has been pretty good over the past few years. From my understanding, so they've had some good teams. I know they lost a few seniors, I guess, you know, and got some guys replacing, but they still got a squad that plays ball, moves the ball, plays hard, and they work in scoring. So they do a great job on that part there.
Yeah, a few top players. They actually lost a lot of seniors last year. Hayden Campbell, big Hayden Campbell, but I believe his baby brother's on this team. We hadn't seen him in the game. I don't know if he's dressed, but I'm looking on the wrong side there. But Chase Point, another one that was lost. A few good players from the Bulldogs last year, but you know what? Coach Ned Smith has a tradition as good players go out, good players come in. We're at the conclusion, 80-33. And I tell you what, Lily, great game for the Bulldogs. Unfortunately, Happy Valley, come up short. But like I said, we'll have another opportunity. A lot of players missing from this team that we thought were coming back from last year. Players that have come back, 2 of them are hurt. 2 of the leaders on the team. So hopefully, I know one has a good chance of maybe coming back before they meet the Hampton Bulldogs. But at this time, we've held off long enough. And if people haven't already guessed, Lily, it's time for us to announce the Pizza Inn player of the game. So without further ado, I believe the same game you've been watching, you probably can agree with me that we're going to give the Pizza Inn player of the game to number 32, Chase Davenport. Chase Davenport scored so much, I got him over a 20-piece. He may be looking at a 30-piece there, so we're going to have to make sure that we get Chase Davenport the Pizza Inn free buffet card. So I'm going to see if I can maybe make a visit to the school. Last year I got a little bit behind. I wasn't able to deliver them all out to. We had our special awards ceremony at the end of the year, but I want to make sure that I get those out as quick as I can. So I'm going to see if I can give Coach a call and meet with Chase Davenport, maybe do a little interview. So congratulations to Chase Davenport, our Pizza Inn player of the game.
Yeah, congratulations to Chase. He had a great game. He played hard, made some moves, made great baskets. He made some good passes as well. Him and his whole team, some great ball movement. And, hey, getting that player of the game, I mean, congratulations to you. Great effort, great hustle by him tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's going to do it for the Network King and I. Once again, the score, the final, as they just taken it away, let's just say it was a lot to little. The Bulldogs win, and I'm trying to figure out Lee, and I don't know if you'll be here. Tony may not be here tomorrow. I may be going solo, but Happy Valley Warriors do have a game tomorrow night, so I may come out solo tomorrow, maybe cover that on the light end. We won't go full production, but I may come out, cover the Warriors since, they're going to play a back-to-back game, see what kind of effort they're going to give as they play the South Green Rebels tomorrow night. After that, we'll rearrange, look at the schedule, see where we're going to be. We may be at another Happy Valley game, or we may see if there's a better Carter County game here in Carter County, especially when we get another rival matchups. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
See, Darian's in the building checking them out tonight.
Who's in the building?
Darian, they played for him. Darian, they played now. He's over at Science Hill. Oh, okay. So he's over here.
Where is he?
Right there in the black jacket. Down there walking down.
Walking. Oh, there. Okay. So Jackson, DJ is in the building. Old teammates watching him play, so he's having an outstanding year for the Hilltoppers. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it for us tonight as the bleachers, or not bleachers, but the seats began to clear out here in Bayless Gymnasium here at Happy Valley. Once again, the score, was it 79, I believe? They took it away. Like I said, a lot to little. Bulldogs win over the Happy Valley Warriors. Warriors will get another opportunity, I believe, in February. Once again, this is Chris Reddick. Lily wants to say they may have crossed 80. Once again, this is Chris Reddick, along with Lily Williams, the Network King. And ladies and gentlemen, well, just before I go, I got to ask Lily this, because I forgot to ask him this. Are we going to do a giveaway this year? We're going to still work on that.
I tell you what, I will be doing a giveaway this year. I will have that hopefully in next week or week after on that, but we'll do a giveaway on that part there, and I'll get with y'all and we'll figure out how we're going to put that together. But we are going to do a giveaway. I do promise that we will do a giveaway.
Okay, you heard it from the Network King. There will be a giveaway. We'll explain all that next time we come back around. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for watching. This is Chris Reddick, Lily Williams for the VP Playback Sports Carter County Games of the Week, brought to you by Venture Productions TV.